All right, this is the free response question. A television producer must schedule a selection of paid advertisements during each hour of programming. The lengths of the advertisements are normally distributed with a mean of 28 seconds and a standard deviation of 5 seconds. Okay, so all that information there that I just underlined describes the population distribution. Okay. All right. During each hour of programming, 45 minutes are devoted to the program and 15 minutes are set aside for advertisements. Okay, so, seconds and minutes. Why would they do that? Okay, we might need to convert units at some point. All right, to fill in the 15 minutes, the producer randomly selects 30 advertisements. All right, so we know that we're selecting a sample of 30 ads. All right, part A. Describe the sampling distribution of the sample mean length for random samples of 30 advertisements. Okay, so the sample mean is often labeled as X bar. So part A is asking about the sampling distribution of X bar. So we've got to figure out its shape, its center, and variability. All right, now the shape part is easy, right? Since the population is normally distributed, the shape will be normally distributed as well. Okay. We could also say that because the sample size is sufficiently large, that the shape will be normal because of the central limit theorem. All right, for center and variability, again, we're just going to refer to our formula sheet here. All right, here's how we're going to calculate the center or the mean of the sampling distribution. And here's how we'll calculate the variability or the SD of the sampling distribution. All right, so the mean is just equal to mu, and the standard deviation is equal to sigma over root n. Okay, so probably should have labeled this at the beginning. The population mean is 28, and its standard deviation is 5. So this is going to be 28. This is going to be 5 divided by root 30. All right, and that's going to come out as a decimal. 5 over root 30 is 0.913. All right, so part A is done. Part B, if 30 advertisements are randomly selected, what is the probability that the total time needed to air them will exceed the 15 minutes available? Show your work. All right, so the total time, let's write this. We want to find the probability that the total time exceeds 15 minutes. Okay, now this is the total for 30 ads. Okay, so what if we were to divide both sides of this inequality by 30? Okay, so if we take the total and divide it by 30, then we're just looking at the average. Right, so now we're looking at finding the probability that the average is greater than 0.5 minutes, half a minute. Right. And so the reason why we have to do this is because our sampling distribution is not about the total time, it's about the average time. Okay, so they're being a little tricky here in phrasing the question in terms of the total time, and then you kind of have to do this, mental acrobatics to convert total time into average time. Okay. Now, half a minute would be equivalent to 30 seconds, right? So this is the same as the probability the sample mean is greater than 30 seconds. Okay. Now, we'll take the information we have from part A and we'll draw a sketch. start with the shape, which is approximately normal, label the curve, mean 28, standard deviation 0.913. Okay. All right, our boundary value is 30. That's going to be somewhere to the right. And we're looking for this to exceed or be greater than. So we're going to shade the right tail. All right, from here it's just 2 more steps. Okay, standardize, calculate the z-score, and then use table A to look up the probability. All right, so boundary value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. 30 minus 28 divided by 0.913. It's about 2.19. All right, 2.19 is all the way over here. Let me make sure. Yeah, 98.57. All right, like so many other problems we've done on these practice tests, this is not the answer. It's the left or unshaded side. So just subtract from 1, and you'll get 0.0143 as your answer. Okay. So this is the probability that the average time of those 30 ads exceeds 30 seconds, which is equivalent to saying that the average time of the ads exceeds half a minute, which is equivalent to saying that the total time for the ads exceeds 15 minutes.